Hi, everybody. June's here from Red Daisy Crafts. So glad to have you with me again this Sunday. Just enjoy this time so much, and I'm so glad that you're here. I hope you saw my post earlier today that I'm super, super excited because for whatever reason, my paper pumpkin showed up today. So I don't know why it came on a Sunday, but it was on my porch and I was so pleased. So I get to share that with you today. I have been kind of playing around with some other projects to create, and I will share those with you because I went ahead and made them. And then I'll share photos in the group as well, since there's two kind of alternate ideas that you might be interested in creating with the February Paper Pumpkin Sunshine and Smiles. So we're going to get started, and then we'll do an unboxing and we'll create the main cards that were designed in the for this month's Paper Pumpkin, which is 10 years of growth. So I'm just so glad to be here. And um, if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin, I want to let you know that I have put a link in the comments below on how to subscribe for Paper Pumpkin. If you have any questions, I'm glad to help you with that. Otherwise, I hope that you will say hi, tell me where you're watching from, and we'll go ahead and put your view down to the table so that we can get started, and I will show you those other projects. So let's see here. There we go. And so I think last week when I was showing you the wreaths, I mentioned to you that there's a cardboard piece that came in the box with the wreath kit. And here's what I created with that. I have used some basic white, flirty flamingo, old olive, coastal cabana, and daffodil delight cardstock. Otherwise, I have used the alphabet die cuts that are in the catalog, and let me get the name of that for you. This is what they look like, and if I can get this flipped over, I'll tell you what they're called. Alphabet a la mode dies. And the number on those is 160750. So those dies I use to create the word spring, and everything else is from the Paper Pumpkin kit that was out in February. So I used Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp the messages, and so I have friends in any kind of weather. Hello, hello, hello. Just on this, it's just a fun little block. And then you brighten my day. And then this would just like go propped up on an easel. Was my thought. This and just a really fresh spring sampler. This piece is 8.5 by 8.5. The squares that I created here are 2.5 inches is the base square. That is the 6 squares here. And so I started out with a 2.5 by 2.5 inch square piece. Then this one has used a little bit of a card base from the kit that I cut out 2.25 by 2.25. Then I used some of the elements from the kit. You can see here all the popped die cuts that were already in the kit. I stamped a kite. I also used these on here on this little hello block. These are the pastel adhesive backed sequin They come in some pastel colors. There's gold. That's not necessarily a pastel, but there's a pink and a blue there. And so I basically took the small one and put it on top of a larger gold one just to give you that little more of a bling. And then here I stamped the sun in the envelope, the Mango Melody inside envelope pieces, and then I cut out the sun. And so basically that's this side. Now on this side of the document, huh, where are you? On this side of this little layout, there is some stripes going up, and they're just strips of the paper, the cardstock that I used. Again, it's Old Olive, Flirty Flamingo, and then Coastal Cabana. And the Old Olive is 1 inch. The Flirty Flamingo is 3/4 of an inch. And the Coastal Cabana is just like 1/4 of an inch wide. So again, this is 8.5 by 8.5. Hey Wanda, so glad you're here tonight. I was just kind of sharing that in lieu of having, because I did not think I would have my paper pumpkin, I had created some things to make instead, and well, then my paper pumpkin arrived. So I'm just sharing those. And then the other one, I took the cardboard that comes in the, oh, hey, Susan. Yeah, get your basketball game going. I hope your team won. So good to have you join again today. So again, this is the cardboard that comes in the paper pumpkin. And so I used it to do something similar. And again, used cardstock. Oh, Iowa just won. Yay, go ahead. Be happy. That's awesome. So here I used some cardstock to cover that board. And so just in case it's maybe not entirely noticeable, this is sort of like a pond, okay? And so the green is coming up to the pond, so grass and stuff. And then I have it on this side as well, just because I was kind of creating a bit of a diorama in a sense. And so basically, I just used some of the Shaded Spruce, Old Olive, and Coastal Cabana cardstock, and then the white, basic white, and cut out some other letters. I recommend if you have these dies or decide to get these dies that you might want to use some adhesive sheets. And again, did the same thing with the sun. I stamped it on a piece of the envelope, and the rest of it is pretty much from the kit. And then I used some of the linen twine to put that together. So yes, it would be a great journal front. Wanda, thank you. I'm glad you like it. And this one, I put a hanging string on it so it could hang basically. And anyway, they were a lot of fun to create. This is popped up here, but flat, glued flat. So you can see kind of the dimensions of it if I turn it a little bit on the side. So these are just some fun things, other things that you can make with your paper pumpkin kit, which is, you know, my whole point of being here is to show you those kinds of things. So I hope you like it. And I thought they would be fun to hang, you know, at my desk or hang here around the house. So just so that's what I was going to show you guys today. But because my paper pumpkin arrived, we're going to open it, and I haven't even opened it yet. So You can see I'm just taking the plastic off. I waited to do it with you guys on camera because I just think it's so fun. And this is the 10-year anniversary paper pumpkin. So it's titled 10 Years of Growth. And it also comes with a little thank you gift inside from Stampin' Up. So this is how if you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, this is how they come in a box like this. And let's see, I think I have a little piece of cardstock here that I can use to put this on. So this is one of the sets of stamps that come in the kit this month. I'm trying to get it to focus. For whatever reason, it doesn't want to. There we go. There we go. Okay, so it has To a Wonderful Mother, Here's to Another Year of Growth, Birthday, To an Incredible Woman, Sending All Our Love, This Little Branch, and You Deserve the Best, and Mother's Day. So this is the stamp set that would have come in the kit. Typically, for the month. And then we are getting a second set, which is the thank you from Stampin' Up this month. And here's the second set, which is really beautiful. I love it. I love that happy. The happy stamp is beautiful. We have some dots. We have a little pot here, like a planted pot, to call you friend. A nice big like branch of leaves, and then here looks like some lilies. I think those are probably lilies. We have Easter, anniversary, spring, and the word happy. So like you can make a card that says happy spring, happy Easter, happy anniversary, happy to call you our friend. And you have birthday on this one, that you can say happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. There's just some really, really great sentiments that are included in this kit. So, all right, and the ink spot for the month is Polished Pink. And if you like this color, I would highly recommend that you get the refill for it, because this is one of the in colors that will be retiring at the end of April, I think. So be sure and get that if you want it. And it's a really beautiful color. And then here is so they've provided all the instructions on how to make this card. Maybe we'll do that another day, but it's basically got all the details of how to create that card. And then this is a glimpse at the April paper pumpkin, which is going to be called All the Little Things. So these colors are just so pretty. I just love it. Looks like that might be sweet sorbet in there. Yeah, just beautiful colors. So so that's going to be next month. And again, just a reminder that if you want the April paper pumpkin, you must subscribe with Paper Pumpkin to have it active by April 10th. So I'm just going to set that aside, and then I'm just going to dump this out, and let's see what's inside. So Paper Pumpkin always comes wrapped in some tissue paper, like a big surprise gift. And so I'm going to set this aside. I really don't use them very often, but a lot of people do, or save them. So it's just, up to you. But this is how it comes. Your kit comes all wrapped up, and these are the cards that the kit is intended to make. So let's just get this opened and let's see what's inside. Whew. I have sneaked a peek with other people who had already received their paper pumpkin. So I kind of have seen it, but I'm really excited to look at it in person. So again, this is that cardboard that I just used in that other project. So be sure to keep that for future consideration. So here's the cards that this kit is intended to make. See if I can get it closer for you guys. This looks really cute. And of course, inside you have all the color instructions for everything. So to make the 9 cards, so three different cards, and here's everything that's in the kit. And then Stampin' Up! Also gives us like some alternate ideas on the side. So please, if you're watching, please tell us where you're watching from and tell us hi. Let me know that you're there. And you can join the rest of us in the fun. So you get some glue dots, as you know. I think almost all the kits come with glue dots. There's a little thing of dimensionals. They're the small dimensionals. There you go. There you get to see them. And then the envelopes are white with the beautiful, I guess people are calling this like a Monet themed painting. This was done in Stampin' Up! Through some painting, digital painting. And then the inside of the envelopes, I think there might be some disappointed people out there, but the inside of the envelopes are white this time. So not extra for you to use. And then, so we have card bases that are, there's 3 card bases that are like this bookshelf look, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's like foil on some of these on some of the things on the shelves. And then there's this window. I call this a bay window. And that's done in foil. So that's the second one. And then there is the third one, which is the foil polka dots and in gold. So those are very pretty. We have some labels, and these are embossed. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's 3 small ones and 3 larger pots that are embossed. And then we have 3 like little large banner pieces that also have some gold foiling. And then there are 3 pages of the leaves and branches that are included, and then some beautiful pots. This looks like fern. This looks like more like a Dieffenbachia, I guess is the style I would say. These kinds of leaves. Same with here. I'm not sure if you would call that a fern or what, but there are, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3 that are really big sprays of leaves, and then there are 6 other ones that are on the side. And then there is the 3 happy words, die cut words of happy that are very nice and large. And that is what is in the kit. So let's go ahead and make a couple of these that are for the designs that the paper pumpkin was created for. So let's get one of these out, and it is calling for the smaller leaf here. Let's see if I can, you got to be delicate with these when you pull them out. So we got one of those, and then it looks like we're going to take from this die cut. So looks like it's one of these. Again, just trying to be a little careful as I pull this out of here. They get sometimes so connected to each other. All right, so there's that one, and then also this one. It's not, doesn't out very easily. Okay, so there's that, and looks like this pink pot. And let's see, then we have a banner label from this other page. So it's one of these there. And I think that's it. Now it's going to, I'm going to use my larger stamp pad today, just because I can save that to either give to somebody that doesn't have one, or use later for travel. But looks like they're suggesting you deserve the best. So I'm gonna pull this off of here, and we're going to get my stamp cleaner chamois out, and I'm gonna clean off this stamp just to get off any of the excess from when the stamp was created. Sometimes there's a little residue on there from the stamp. And let's get this and let's try it out. We're gonna find a piece of paper here to stamp off onto. See if we get a, oh, very nice, very nice. There we go. You deserve the best. Okay, so let's just ink one more time, and then we're going to stamp. I want to make sure you're seeing. Okay, we're going to stamp right here. Yeah, very nice. So you can see, looks so good. All right, so I'm going to just close this up for now and try not to get too much ink on myself in the process. All right, so it has us using glue dots for this, and I like to use my poke tool to get the glue dots off of here. And looks like we've got to put some on the back of here. So I just lift them up with this because I find this to be easier to deal with than trying to pick it off with my fingernails. That way I can manage it better. These are little skinny branches though, man. Makes it hard to do these glue dots. Do you guys use the glue dots from the kits? Wanda and Susan, do you use the glue dots, or what do you do? I'm not, I have to say, I'm not a big fan of these glue dots. And sometimes I will use my liquid glue, but I'm trying to use this stuff. I hate to throw it away. There is a friend that likes these, so I do pass them on from time to time. But I just kind of grab them, these little tops with the pick, and have them and have them, pushed aside here. I can make just a little collection of them, the little covers. Yes, you can roll them for little pieces. That is true and helpful. Um, all right, so looks like this is just coming a little bit off to the side. There is the fold of the card right here that I don't want to go beyond. And just have one here that I didn't get off. All right, so then this one is going to go off to this side like that. And then we have this larger leaf, which is got that Monet painting on it. So it looks like very art deco, I feel like, with the bright colors and the Monet painting. Okay, so this is going to come up. I guess got one a little bit stuck on there. Okay, so now I was going to fold my card base. I really meant to do that first. And I got my bone folder here to just burnish that edge. And so here we have it. We are going to also use glue dots on this pot. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, because I would have initially thought it would be popped up, but we're following the instructions on the first one because I always like to try and make the cards as they were designed for you all. So, Wanda, you don't usually use them, but I do take them. Yes, they are easier to take when you travel because the roller can get a little messy. All right, so this is going down. And all right, so now we have this that's getting popped up with dimensionals. So we have these little tiny ones, the mini dimensionals here. And we'll use 3 on here, just like it shows. And what do you think of the colors of this kit? I think it's very bright and pretty. This is going to come across here like that. And I didn't even read which of these colors they are. So let's read that. So it's Coastal Cabana. Oh, I guess that's what this color is here. Coastal Cabana. It seems like dark in the camera. Crumb Cake. So I guess this all here. Fresh Freesia. Garden Green is in here. Orchid Oasis. Polished Pink is the brighter pink. Shaded Spruce. And the gold foiling. Very, very pretty. All right, so there's our first card. And yeah, I really like the colors too. I like it so much, and I even think, it would be nice to put a sentiment on the inside. So what do we put out here? You deserve the best. Okay, so we have to a wonderful mother. Here's another year of growth. To an incredible woman, sending all our love. And then what do we have over here? Oh, we had the happy with all the different sentiments. I'll have to think about what to put on the inside. Maybe I'll put a little cardstock in there. Yeah, I'll think about that and we'll do that next week. All right, so let's look at the next one in here that it has. So that is the bay window. And so let me get the cardstock. So we have that, and let me go ahead and do this while I'm thinking about it. Burnish the fold. And then let's get our pieces. So we are getting, again, the same leaf that we got before. And so we have this one. And it looks like we are using this label. So that label. And then let's see. So we have we're using a lot of similar elements from the last one. So those are, whoops. See, if you don't be gentle, I might lose one. All right, so we have the purple pot with, which is Orchid Oasis, sorry. And then we have this, what I would say is more pastel looking than version of that Monet type style. And then it looks like we're getting this little sprig of something for the plant. Oh, and we're using a small a small pot from the embellished or embossed pot. I think that's everything. Okay, so this one is to an incredible woman. All right, and let's get I'm using my blocks that are ergonomic, just makes it easier. I did put some re-inker on this today, and so I'm a little fearful that it's going to be a muddy mess, people. All right, let's see how this one goes. Very good. Let's try again. See if we can get, yeah, that's nice. All right. All right. Beautiful. I'm determined, y'all. I'm determined to have ink everywhere, but I'm trying not to. Okay, so look at that. Very nice image of nice cursive writing and print, very clear, to an incredible woman. Okay. All right, so for this one, we're using many more glue dots. So let's get that going. I think that's the longest part, right? So all right. Hey, Christy, I'm glad you could join. We're on our second card from the kit, and we made our first card. We like the colors. The colors are very bright and colorful, but sometimes they are muted and maybe a little more pastelish, like this one is going to look. All right, so all of these are getting glue dots on them. So I'm just doing all of that while I'm here. And oh, good, a break. That's always good. Thanks for hopping on. And all right. Holy smokes. This is so tiny. That the little pieces are so small, and even the glue dots are small, but they still are going over the edge on some of these. Thankfully, you can kind of fold them down. So we are starting with this item. And again, I like to pull these off with my pick tool. So let's see, this is going to go over here like this. Then I like this one. Wait till you see it when I turn it over. I just think it's nice and pastel colored. So we are coming in with this one. Very pretty. And then this one's a little stronger, richer colors, I feel. So I think that'll be nice with the gold foil in it. And let's see if we can get that turned a little bit. There we go. And they just get layered on top of each other. Thought I was feeling a glue dot somewhere. All right, then we are going to put the purple, the Orchid Oasis pot with the foil on, and oh, we're going to lose it. That's going to go right here. Like that. And then we have the embossed pot here. Probably what I don't like about glue dots more than anything are all these little things you have to pull off the protected layering. All right, so this is just going right next to it. And just ever so slightly behind, it looks like, on that pot. And then this piece is just going on top because it looks like it's pouring out of that plant pot. So I just want to push down some of these edges. All right, so if I figure out what angle this is going, like this. Just like that. So that's how that looks. Look at all that foil. It's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, and then this gets dimensionals. And then this one will be done. And then y'all will, oh, I did get ink on here. I have to get my sand eraser out. Do you have a sand eraser? That's my saving grace, y'all. Sand eraser. To get my Where are you? Here we go. This is a sand eraser. If you don't have one, I recommend it. I get it off of Amazon. They're so helpful, but literally I can gently erase the ink right off of here. It doesn't do too much damage to the paper. but it does take a little bit because you're going so gently on it. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. Amazing, right? I love it. So helpful. And it's like you can hardly tell it was there. No rough edges or anything. So very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's get on to our third card. And then y'all will have to tell me which one you like the most. So we are using now the polka dot. Yes, thank you for all the different erasers in the world. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. All right. I have to say I like this polka dot foil that we have. All right. So we're going to be getting the larger embossed pot. And from this one, what we have left are these little tiny sprigs. They aren't very tiny, I guess, to be truthful. You like the window card? Yes, it is pretty. Okay, then we need this larger, like, I don't know what to call this piece, but a big banner, I guess, is what I think of. And we need a happy. This is so thick, you would almost think that there is like a peel-off backing, but so far that is not the case. So that's nice. And then we need the bigger of this. Or I don't know that it's bigger, but there's two of them stems going like in a V shape. Okay, so this is what we need for this card. I'm going to bend my eraser over here out of the way and continue to collect my little glue dot covers off to the side. All right. Sorry for, I got to take a drink. Oh, better. Okay, so this, oh, I forgot. We have a little stamping to do on this little piece. So we need the birthday stamp. And let's see, that's over here. Birthday. And I'm going to clean it. I didn't clean the other one. I'm surprised it works so good. I don't always trust that. So, okay. So here's our little tiny label. And it's going to get birthday on it. Let me test it first. That looks good. That looks good, right? Right. All right. So here we go. Birthday. Okay. All right. Oops. Just lost it. Okay. So the first thing is we're putting some dimensionals on the back of this. And Looks like the little Orchid Oasis are getting tacked with this. I don't know. Doesn't really say that those get glue dots, but I think I'll still add it with glue dots after I put this down. So let's move this out of the way. All right, so if we want to get this centered the best, I think that's about right. Okay. All right, so I am going to put a couple of glue dots on here, which I do not see in the instructions, but I would rather have them on here, holding them down first. Looks like it goes about there. And then we'll do it again on this one. And there. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this over and see if I can get it basically at the same angle that I got the bottom, or the other one. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. All right, then we have the embossed pot, which, like I said, I kind of get surprised that all these things are put down with glue dots, because I could see doing these with dimensionals, but we get to do what we want next week. For now, we will stick to the plan. So and I'm already kind of excited for what we will come up with for next week. There we go. Did I put a glue dot up there in a place it shouldn't be? I sure did. I guess I will say they're easy to get off of there. Let's put it right here for now. There we go. All right. Then we have this pot to put down. And it doesn't say it, but I'm going to put one of the dimensionals at the very bottom, because this is hanging off the edge, and since the rest of this is popped up already with dimensionals, I'm just putting on one at the bottom so that it stays better on the card. It doesn't get bent. There we go. So I'm just basically gonna up to where that dot hits the edge of the stem. Okay, that way. So it has it showing that the pot is up higher, but I think this is fine, and I would rather it be popped up with the dimensional. I know we said I'd do what we want to do next week, but I'm not being patient, I guess. Plus, I guess I get to do whatever I want all the time, right? So didn't really change anything, but some of the location. Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to creating with this kit to see what we can make next week. So let's see. I think that's good placement for that. And then this gets popped up right here. So 1, 2, and 3 dimensionals. And there we have this one right here. There you go. So I see Susan already said that her favorite is the window card. Wanda, do you have a favorite? I'm not sure which one I like more. I kind of like this bookshelf one, but I think it's going to be fun to create with these. So there we have it. All 3 cards made up for the March paper pumpkin. Really, really beautiful. And I am looking forward to creating some really fun alternate projects for next week. And I hope you guys will come back and have some fun with me. So, oh, you like the bookshelf too, huh? I like that. You like them all, Susan? Yeah, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. And I just really appreciate you taking the time today to check in and spend some time with me. And we will have more Paper Pumpkin fun next Sunday. Bye, everybody.